name is Gus Shehab. I hope you're doing well and staying healthy. Welcome to the Immigration Bulletin. Today, I want to talk to you about the top 5 reasons why a PERM application will be denied without audit and how to avoid it. One of the most fatal reasons why a PERM Labor Certification application will be denied without audit is contradictory information on Section J of the form. Contradictory information on Section J of the application form. If you're not familiar with the PERM application form, it's called ETA 9089. It's submitted online on the U.S. Department of Labor's portal. So I'm going to show you here shortly a PDF version of the same form containing all the information that is on the online application form. But the PDF form is useful to illustrate this point. So let's take a look at it together. So what you're looking at here is the PDF version of the application for permanent employment certification form ETA 9089, which can be found on the U.S. Department of Labor's website. Just type in Google ETA form 9089 PDF, and you should be able to download it. But I'm going to skip here the first page, which has to do with the employer's information, the employer's contact, the lawyer's information, attorney or information on Section J here, the prevailing wage, and the wage offered. I'm going to focus now on Section H, the job opportunity information, which can be found in the bottom, on the bottom of page 2. So on the bottom of page 2, Section H, job opportunity, we list the primary work site, the address, the city, the job title, whatever the job title is, chemical engineer, physician, civil engineer, software, whatever the job title is, accountant, president, vice president, whatever the job title is. Then we would have to list the minimum level of education, okay? So if it is an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a doctorate degree, or other. Sometimes we do high school degree, but, very limited number of professions such as chefs or restaurant managers, things like that. But for our purposes, let's just say that the job title is chemical engineer. And the required education is master's degree. The major field of study that's required is chemical engineering. Okay. So now, let me take you to page 5 to illustrate this point. So page 5 of the PDF version, in the bottom here, starts the alien's information. So this is the foreign national's information: last name, first name, the address, phone number, where their citizenship, where they were born, date of birth, so forth and so on. And then here, we go to the highest level achieved as required by the requested job opportunity. Remember, earlier on in the bottom of page 2, right, what did we require? We checked the box master's degree. So if we go to page 5 here in the bottom, the foreign nationals education, that must be mirrored in here. If it's not mirrored, if we check the box bachelor's degree, the case will be immediately denied without audit. Okay, so this is kind of a sloppy drafting that could cause the case to immediately, just a small mistake like this, after months of preparation, the case will be denied without audit. Another thing on Section J that will also cause an automatic denial is the other information that's required. So the alien information continued. You can see on item 12, specify the major field of study. So we're required, if you recall, chemical engineering. If we put down here civil engineering or any other degree, the case will be denied. You can see the year the relevant education was completed, the institution where, the address of the institution, all of that information goes in here. So this has to match the job opportunity on Section H. So Section H and Section J must mirror each other, or the case will be automatically, immediately denied without audit. The second reason that would cause an automatic and immediate denial of the PERM application form is incomplete section K of the PERM application form. Incomplete section K. So let's take a look at section K on the PDF form in order for us to understand it. In order for us to understand what is meant by incomplete section K of the PERM application form, we must first talk about page 3 of the application form, the PDF version of the application form. That is the job duties, which is under H section item 11. So this is the duties of the job. What will the person do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis in the performance of their duties in this occupation? And then here, extremely important, folks, is item 14, the special skills. The special skills, in addition to the minimum educational requirement, are the filters that will filter out U.S. workers from being qualified for the job. So what we list in this box here is the actual experience, specifically, that would be a minimum requirement for entry in the position, such as must have 1 year of experience in designing reinforced concrete design members, or 2 years of experience in network engineering or relational database management systems, or some of the skills that you do in your job, research skills, whatever it is that you do, must be listed here, right? So these are the skills by which we will be able to disqualify any U.S. worker applicants that might apply for the job. Now, let's go to section K and see how that's related here. So section K starts on page 6 of the form. So this is section J. Section K is here on the bottom of page 6. So this is the alien's work experience, folks. This is the work experience of the alien, the employer, the address, the type of business, the start date, the end date, the number of hours worked. Okay, so this is critical here. And then there's a box in here to put down what it is that person did in that job. What duties did they perform in that job? Also, the phone number of the employer where the work was done, and the name of the alien supervisor. Okay, so now here in this section, if the attorney neglected to list that the foreign national employee here had the skills that were listed on up on page 5. So let's start here. Let's take a look at the specific skills, right? If the specific skills on page 3 are not mirrored in the alien's work experience, so if we required 2 years of experience in network engineering, we must show here that the foreign national has at least 2 years experience from the start date and the end date. And in the job duties, it must state in here that they performed network engineering functions. If this section is incomplete and does not mirror the special skills required, as we saw earlier, the case will be automatically denied. It's very simple. The U.S. Department of Labor analyst will look at those words and will try to find them. And if he could not find them in section K, that means section K is incomplete. The case, the PERM case, will be immediately denied without audit. Will be denied without audit. I would also like to state as well that if any certification is required in the special skills, such as must be Microsoft certified, or any, must be registered professional engineer, or must be licensed pharmacist, whatever it is, the certification that you require in the special skills box, okay, any certification is required here must also be stated in section K, which many of my clients sometimes say, wait a minute, why are you listing in section K in job 2 the university where I studied? And the answer is because I'm asking for specific courses, must have taken advanced courses in mathematical differential equations. That was one of the special skills that was listed in box 14. Because of that, then in job 2 here, I must state the university and the names of the courses that were taken course, advanced course in mathematical differential equations. that are listed here. In order to show the analyst, the Department of Labor analyst, that those courses were actually taken by the foreign national. The same thing in job 3, if any certifications that were required, the name of the certifying body, the board of registration for professional engineers, the address, and the type of business will be a professional licensing agency, the date of the license that was acquired, and also the name of the license here, obtained professional engineering license. So all of those, the licenses, courses that were required in special skills, any specific skills that were required, such as software engineering languages or any experience, must be listed in section K, all of it, in order to show the analyst that the foreign national is qualified for the job. The third reason why a PERM application will be denied without audit is stale recruitment that is stated on the form. Again, stale recruitment stated on the form. Let's take a look at the form together so we can understand this point. So now we are taking a look again at the form ETA 9089, specifically bottom of page 4, which starts the information relating to the recruitment the employer has conducted in order for the employer to demonstrate that they're not displacing equally qualified U.S. workers, that they have conducted this recruitment in good faith, pursuant to the guidelines by regulation, specifically the manner and the timing of the actual recruitment. I did a couple of videos about the PERM application at a glance and the green card application using the PERM application. You should take a look at those videos in order for you to understand the specific requirements for the recruitment. But in here, you can see it asks about the name of the newspaper, the date, right? There's a date here of the first advertisement, and the date of the second advertisement. In here, on top of page 5, there is a whole bunch of boxes in order for the attorney to state what it is that they did, whether it is a job fair, employer's website, from what date to what date, what date to what date, and so forth and so on. If any of these dates, the beginning of any of these dates, is more than 180 days from the date of the filing of the PERM application, then that is a fatal error, because none of those recruitment activities can be more than 180 days before the filing of the PERM application. And I've seen that before in my career. I've seen clients bringing to me applications that were denied without audit because the advertisements were more than 180 days from the date of the PERM application filing. The fourth reason why a PERM application will be denied without audit is simply typographical errors, fatal typographical errors. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So to illustrate this point, I'm going to take you back to the application for permanent employment certification, ETA form 9089. That is the labor certification PERM application process form. So let's go to page 2, section F, right here. You see this prevailing wage information. Now, if you have not watched my video on the PERM preparation process, it's called PERM application at a glance, or the green card application based on PERM. You should watch those two videos because I do discuss the prevailing wage determination process, which is one step in the PERM preparation application. So now, what I'm showing you in this video is when we are now actually populating, right? We're populating the form in order to submit the application after having gone through the PWD, the prevailing wage determination process. So here we are. We are now populating this form, and we're specifically populating section F. The reason why I'm doing this exercise is to show you how a small typographical error can be fatal. Here in this section, section F, there's information on the prevailing wage tracking number, which is cut and paste from the correspondence that you received from the Department of Labor that has the tracking number of the application that was filed for prevailing wage determination. Now, an error in the tracking number will not cause the application to be denied, or the SOC code, or the occupational title, or the skill level. None of those things will cause it to be denied without audit, but more than likely, this field here is where things start to happen erroneously. So let's just say that the prevailing wage that came back from the Department of Labor was $85,500 per year, okay? The prevailing wage source, most of the time it's OAS, which is the database used by the Department of Labor. And then the determination date is the date that the PWD was issued, and this is its expiration date. This is the date of the expiration of the prevailing wage determination. Now, the wage offered here should at least be this number. If the practitioner put down 85,000 and left the 500, automatic denial. Automatic denial, folks. Another automatic denial is if we move down to section J, which is on page 6, aliens information on bottom of page 5. Country of citizenship, let's just say that it is China. Okay? But if for some reason the person put down something like the United States, by mistake, USA. The reason why this happens is because the alien's last name is here, his current address, city, state, right, and country. So a lot of time the paralegal puts down any city, any state, any state, USA, phone number, country of citizenship. So if the paralegal or the attorney who's working on this case is not paying attention, put down country of citizenship USA, automatic denial. Okay, folks, automatic denial. So that would be a cause of a fatal typographical error that will cause a case to be denied without audit. The fifth and final reason why a PERM application will be denied without audit is the employer's failure to complete the online questionnaire that is sent to the employer by email the same day that the PERM application is filed. Again, when the PERM application is filed by the attorney, within half an hour, the employer receives confirmation that the PERM application has been filed. Then immediately thereafter, another email comes to the employer that asks the employer to complete an online questionnaire. The employer is given 30 days to do that. The employer is given 30 days to complete the online questionnaire. If the employer fails to do that, the application will be denied without audit. Let me show you what that means. So in here I have a questionnaire, like an email, which, by the way, the attorney is usually copied on the questionnaire email that the employer receives. And what we do in our firm is that we calendar 30 days from the date the email was received. In this example, the email was received on Thursday, August 12, 2021. It was sent to me, and it says in here, and I've redacted the name of the client for confidentiality reasons. It says, this is a courtesy email notification that employer received the request from the U.S. Department of Labor to complete an online questionnaire to verify the sponsorship of blank. This is the foreign nationals email for the full-time position of, in this case, architects except landscape and naval. And here it says, failure to comply, if the required questionnaire has not been completed within 30 days of the date of this email, the application will be denied. Okay, you see that? And it's very simple because there's 4 questions that the employer has to answer, and it takes like 5 minutes, not more, I promise you, to finish this. But what we do is, once I receive this, I immediately send an email to the employer's contact, and I tell them, look at your inbox, you received this email, it's not spam. What you need to do is to open up the link, and there's questions in here. This is how you need to answer. And then I calendar myself if I did not receive confirmation, because once the employer does this, I receive confirmation as the lawyer that the questionnaire has been submitted. So if I don't receive that questionnaire, within 15 days, I bug the employer again. And 21 days, I bug the employer again. And then I call the employer and say, dude, you need to get this done in order for the application to move forward. So this is another reason that I've seen will cause the case to be denied, because the employer receives so many emails, and this email from the Department of Labor gets buried in their inbox, and the employer doesn't really follow up as we do, which will cause the case to be denied without audit. So I've listed to you the 5 top reasons why a PERM application will be denied without audit and how to avoid them. I hope you found this video useful, and thank you for watching it to the end. If you like this video, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button so that you can receive relevant videos about immigration law. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon.